My name is Alex Karakis, and I want to welcome you to my Finding Lost Civilization series. Today we're going to a cave called the Lovelock Cave, which is actually located about 20 miles near the town of Lovelock. And this cave is a spectacular archaeological find. It was the first large archaeological excavation of what we call the Great Basin area. And in this cave, which was inhabited by the northern Paiute, they found thousands and thousands of artifacts. This cave that we're going to was used more or less as a storage cave. Although it was inhabited, it was again primarily used as a storage cave. Food and items needed for sustenance of life were stored here. You know, in the old days when we're in some ways no different than today. People today save for a rainy day. Back then, you saved your food and implements for bad times or harsh times because you were, so to speak, subject to the weather patterns. So if you had a bad weather year, you wanted to have food available for the coming years that weren't as good. So anyways, at this cave, okay, they stored a lot of items. And I'll tell you what, it was a great archaeological discovery. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to visit that cave. Right in front of me, over here, you can see the entrance to the cave, okay? You can see down in there, look how it goes down, far down in there, okay? This cave is approximately 160 feet in length and goes back in the main chamber at least 40 feet. So we're going to go in that cave and we're going to explore it. Boy, that's going to be a lot of fun. But look at this. Look at the scenery right here. So, again, as I say, this area was inhabited by the northern Paiute. And from some of the testing they've done of the materials that they found over here, they can say that the Paiute, or the artifacts that they found in here, go back at least 2,000 years. But let me tell you something. In this area, okay, they found a cave. And inside this cave, they found the remains of an ancient. And when they tested the bones of this ancient person, they found out that it was 9,500 years old. So, you know, although the artifacts here are only dated to 2,000 years, man has lived in this area for at least 10,000 years. So anyways, let's explore this cave. I know we're going to have a great time. Well, behind me we have the main entrance to the cave. So what we're going to do is we're going to share this journey together. You're going to see exactly what I see as we enter this cave. So, let's see what kind of wonders behold us. So here it is. The entrance is over here. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at this here, the ceiling. Look at these dark elements over here. Could they have been from fires of the cave when people lived here? I'm not exactly sure. This here reminds me of a cave that I found near Tahoe, with these elements right here. Look, they're almost tar-like. So I don't know if it's a natural seepage of shale oil coming through here. I found the similar type patterns in a cave called Martes Creek Cave, which is near Lake Tahoe. So here we have it. This is the main pit over here. This chamber, if we look up to the ceiling, right up here at its high point, looks to be at least 30 feet high. It's a great chamber. Okay, so there we have over here. There's the floor area, right over here, the floor area. So let's go around and see what it looks like over here. So it's a fairly large cave. The cave, they say, is 160 feet in length and 40 feet deep. In other words, from the entrance over here to the wall over here is 40 feet. Okay, so that's the main chamber. So I'm walking down some steps. What they've done is built a wooden platform in the cave so you could enter the cave and walk down. Look at this over here. Oh, that's fabulous. Right below us, right over here, here's another chamber. Okay, here's another chamber. When the archaeologists did their excavation of the soils over here, what they found is pits. What the Indians did, they just didn't lay it randomly here. They stored their stuff by digging pits. They would do the same thing then that we would do now if we were hiding and storing something from others. We would dig a pit, we would hide it, we would bury it. And so the items that were found, the items that they found over here, were in pits. That's the entrance in front of us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down in here, okay, into the actual pit area. It's somewhat dark, so I have to be careful, but I think there's enough light for all of us to see. And as you can see, the cave is a large cave, okay? And right over here, for example, is an indentation. Now, out of this cave, the archaeologists, when they excavated this cave, pulled out, okay, or excavated, a total of 20,000 artifacts. 20,000 artifacts. So that's quite amazing when you think about it. So I'm walking here on a floor. It's somewhat dark in here, but you can see my, shadow on a wall over here. I'm going real slow. And right over here, you can see, barely see, as I go forward. It's all dark now. You're seeing exactly what I do. Okay, we're coming around the corner, and we're coming down here into the cave. Now this area right here is the first chamber that we saw when we initially got to the entrance of the cave. Right over here, you can see when we looked down before, and this is what it looks like over here. The great thing about this cave, obviously, is the fact that it was used as a storage cave, and eventually archaeologists were able to unearth a lot of clues from the past. As I said, they found 20,000 artifacts, ancient artifacts over here, which gave them a good idea of what ancient life was like. Right over here is another area. Okay. So I've got a flashlight with me, and let me turn it on to see if we can go to the dark spot, so to speak. There it is. Okay, I'm going to light the way for myself, and there you go. We're going to the deepest reaches here of the cave, and look at this over here. As we go forward, here's another ledge that goes way down in there. Yes, well, there's a Budweiser beer can. 10,000 years from now, they can find a Budweiser beer can here and say ancient man was here. Now this cave apparently is still used by animals. Look at this here right in front of me. Yeah, all these feathers. So it looked like there was some animal that came in here and ate a bird. Okay, ate a bird. So we're going to continue our trek here again. This is the entrance to the cave, or one of the entrances to the cave. We'll continue our search here. Well, this is interesting. As I was walking along with my flashlight, I would have never seen it except for my flashlight. But look at this. Look what I found over here. Look at this. This here is sage. Okay, this is sage over here, and it's got rope twined around it. Is this an ancient artifact? I have no idea. Or has it been placed here by contemporary Paiute Indians that still revere this area? I don't know. Well, it's been a lot of fun exploring this cave, the cave at Lovelock. But you know what I find interesting is there's no petroglyphs here. But listen, this cave that we saw before we came here that most people don't know about, which is about 5 miles up the road, called Leonard's Cave, okay, had some petroglyph symbols. Now, if this was a storage cave, okay, you wouldn't want to advertise it. You wouldn't want to put your symbols here. But maybe the symbols to your storage cave for others to follow is safer if it's down the road. Yes, no petroglyphs here, but some 5 miles down the road. So maybe those symbols on that cave, which people might call abstract, are actually a map to this cave. So, I've had a lot of fun exploring Leonard's Cave down the road, and Lovelock. I'm sure the two are connected. So it's been a lot of fun, and let's continue our search in finding lost civilizations.